Hey YouTube, welcome to another content of my channel. This is Hatazu Israel, and we're going to break down the Aquarius horse. And this is going to be a very, I guess, deep sign here because they have a strong influence. It seems like on Gemini's, um, especially if you were married to the Aquarius horse or you are a child of an Aquarius horse. Their influence have rubbed on you to a point where you love them and you worship them like a god. But I just want to see what the world of the Aquarius horse was like and is like. Okay, because I know a friend that had an ex that had a Aquarius horse mom, and she was very influential and very powerful, and she spoke well and highly of her Aquarius horse mother. And and I know a friend that had a auntie that was a Gemini that had an Aquarius horse husband um, that recently passed away. So whatever it is, Aquarius horse, we're going to see the world through your eyes because you are very popular out there, and there's a lot of you guys out there in this world. And I've actually encountered some Aquarius horses, and they were pretty solid people, man. You know what I'm saying? They have opened up their life and their availability, you know what I'm saying, to draw them to a cause. A lot of you Aquarius horses are, pastors, family men, inspirational, motivational speakers. So some of y'all really have a strong influence on family. And in your absence, how do your family feel without you? You ever thought about that? Like when you're no longer here, what is the world for them going to be like? What have you left behind? And how are they dealing with it? You know what I'm saying? If you were married to someone, why does she feel angry and bitter that you're no longer here? And she seems guilty like she did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? That she's trying to cover up. Like, we just want to know what in the world did you have to put up with and deal with or dealing with now as we speak, because you are a very influential being on this earth or was on this earth. Let's go ahead and crack right into it. Aquarius horse, or you could say the seahorse, right? Um, the unpredictable personality of the Chinese Western zodiac. When something is unpredictable, what does that mean? Something that is not fully um, brought to realization yet. What does it mean when you are declared unpredictable? You're doubtful. People are unsure of you. So they want to know that you probably haven't filled in the gaps or the blanks of, what your full purpose and calling was. Like, what is going on? It says you're fully unpredictable. It says moody, random, okay, changeable, impulsive. So it looks like inside of your soul, saying you was wrestling with something you was dealing with. Saying challenges in life was just making you sick. Saying something was eating you up alive, but you just had to stay strong. And it causes people to be confused of what's going on, what's going on with your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with you, buddy? Like, Aquarius horse, what's really going down, man? You all right? You know what I'm saying? Because you know that you have an on and an off switch of your spirit, something you are wrestling with, that's something you've been plagued with. And the people who you have an influence on, they're concerned. They want to know what's going on, like what's going on in your head. You know what I'm saying? How come you haven't told me about this? You know what I'm saying? How come you're secretive? You know what I'm saying? How come you didn't tell me everything? I didn't know nothing about this. or they paid close attention to you. You know what I'm saying? But you stayed patient, focused, faithful, even though you was going through things inside your mind and soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like, something inside your soul, man. You was troubled. And it was very hard to like deal with it. It says unpredictable personality. So you have a moody personality. That means somebody could say you're schizophrenic or bipolar, where you're happy and then you're sad and you're angry. It's like you switching up on them, and they don't understand why you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? But let's read on. I mean, I could be wrong breaking this down, but it looks like that's what it is. All right, let's see. Come on now. I'm gonna have to undo something real quick. Let's switch off the auto rotate. I may have to breeze through this real quick. So you already know the drill. January 20th through February 18th, you are an Aquarius, my friend. Okay? It says, independent people, they will not give their freedom up. They won't give up their freedom. I say communicative and friendly. The Aquarius horsewoman won't leave anything to chance. Communicative and friendly. Amazing. And it says Aquarius horseman is so passionate that he doesn't always think things through. So a lot of y'all are leaders, fathers. But sometimes, I guess, being logical can slip through you. You don't really plan ahead when you're in the moment of life. When you are in the heat of the moment, when you are relaying a message, if you're a pastor, therapist, actor, entertainer, whatever it may be the case, whatever life you have lived or living, it's like you let things slip through the cracks and you don't really deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really, it's like you're kind of passive. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. While they may be keeping their heads in the clouds most of the time, that's not a good thing. When your head is in the clouds, that means you are fully distracted. Your head's in the clouds, I mean, you looking up and you see something very beautiful and you're not really thinking about problems. You're not thinking about opposition. Okay? When your head is in the clouds, you are basically just, you have left reality. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius horses know how to wake up to reality if they are required to. So it says you do know how to wake up to reality. You can wake up to it. That's like an alarm clock. Sometimes you need some help. You need a push to get you started. Okay? You need something. You need substance. You need a sign that says, "Oh, reality's here. Okay, time to take it serious now." All right, I got you. I hear you. Passive. So you don't have concerns about things. You have to be reminded to get on the ball game. Okay? And it says free spirits. These Aquarius are only balanced by influence of the horse. So people who are the horse sign, they love freedom. Okay, they not trying to be tied down. They wise. Okay. All right. These Aquarians are only balanced by the influence of the horse, which makes them more practical. You see this practical word? What does it mean to be more practical when it says you practical? Pragmatic, active, actual, real. Let's go back. When you are real. That's a beautiful thing when the world declares you, God declares you as real. Because a lot of us ain't real. A lot of us are phonies out here. Okay? Let's see, which make you more practical, it make you more realistic. passionate, active, and independent. Aquarians born in the horse year will make the best out of their lives. So you're going to make the best out of your life, and you're going to stick to the script, and you're going to observe reality. Sometimes you may have to be reminded of it when it knocks at your door, and then you ain't see it coming. You know, sometimes that happens to a lot of us who are not really, aware of cautious of things, who don't question things. Sometimes when you don't bring things into questioning, reality can hit. All the time it can hit. Okay? Let's see. Now let's get into the personality. It says the creative Aquarius horse personality. Creative. So it says you're creative. Let's go with it. Because they are spontaneous. What's that spontaneous word mean? Because I'm not declared a spontaneous person. But you are, though.
Spontaneous.
Amazing. Unplanned, unsolicited, unschooled, untaught, uninstructed. Spur of the moment. So this behavior, this nature is not your fault. Okay? This is something that was given to you. God wanted you to be this way. And somehow it worked for you. Some people get it, some don't. Okay? So when you see all these unforced, voluntary, whatever may be the case, don't beat yourself up about it. This is what the Father wanted. This is what God Almighty wanted. And this is breaking down all 144 different types of people. Okay? Because they're spontaneous and always trying to create a utopia. It says trying to create a utopia. It says you are creating a utopia. It says you're trying. Trying means to put effort into doing it. So you're trying to create a paradise, a heaven for yourself. And sometimes you can be successful. Sometimes it's just hard work to create this utopia. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you are a pastor or some of a congregation, you know what I'm saying, you're able to take care of your children and reap an inheritance. Reap a benefit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever position you are in life, man, it seems like you're making it happen. So a utopia is like a paradise. You're creating a good foundation for yourself. It says you're trying to do it. It's because they are spontaneous and always trying to create a utopia. That means it's sometimes every time you get up out of bed and you live in this life, you make it happen. Whether if you succeed or you fail, you always do it. Okay? And shout out to those who are Aquarius horses in the family. My family, because I do have an Aquarius horse as a family member that I've lost. Take my hat off to you. My love and my condolences to the rest of my fam. It's been a huge defeat, but we ain't gonna see it as a defeat. We're gonna see it as you finally home and you worked very hard to accomplish your goal. No matter what you were dealing with, whatever your challenges were, you made it happen. You fought to the bitter end. Take my hat off to you. You have raised a beautiful family, man, that really came together. You know what I'm saying? So your spirit lives strong. And those who love you and those who don't even understand you like that. All right? So I do have an Aquarius horse that recently passed away last week. And he was basically helping me out of my environment, that was pretty hit. I buried my dad, and he was there to invite me with open arms, invited me to his home with his lovely wife, which is my auntie, my biological auntie from my dad's side of the family. So when I lost my dad, they basically opened their home for me to snap into reality. And that's what he did, was he opened up his home and know that when you lose a family, man, it takes some time to heal. So he had an open heart to, have you get into the fold and heal. When you've lost somebody, you know what I'm saying? He does it. Okay. It says they like adventure and they can't seem to be happy. See. They can't seem to be happy when they are not taking on new challenges. So it is a new challenge when you are a leader, when you are, when you are leading a people and you're giving them instruction and wisdom, and you are taking care of your family, you're a father, you're a husband. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men don't want to get into marriage, especially with somebody who is incompatible. Okay, they have devoted their life to somebody who could be nagging them or giving them hell, or even a person who's nagging them who's compatible with. You know what I'm saying? They fight hard with much effort to keep the peace. And they always give wisdom to people who they've raised. They constantly checking on, making sure they're all right. That's what an Aquarius mother or father does. The Aquarius mother or Aquarius father, they're on their children like white on rice. Okay, they love their children. And when they're gone, his spirit radiates the household, letting you know that he is still there. He ain't physically there, but spiritually and mentally he is there. And the memories is there. You no longer have to be sad. I am with you, and you will be joining me soon. It says they like adventure and they can't seem to be happy when they are not taking on new challenges. Me personally, it's hard to take on new challenges because I doubt them. But he takes them and he says, you know what? If I win or lose, let's get it. These people are full of ideas meant to guarantee them a safer future. The people who are the horse sign, they are risk takers. Everything they're doing is on the name of freedom. They fight for freedom. They're freedom fighters. And with a freedom fighter, they're willing to lose it all. Okay? It says they can't respect the schedule and they are more likely to take on freelance jobs. What does it mean? What does freelance mean?
Freelance.
Working for different companies at different times rather than being permanently employed by one company. So, Aquarius horses don't want to be stuck. It's in their nature and their spirit to work something that suits them rather than being tied down. Okay? They like to work for different companies that bring in good results for them, help them raise their families better. And if you're an Aquarius horse working at a McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, you're going to get burnt out very quickly, and you're going to find something else that will, be traveling. You'll have your own business. Okay? You're not going to be tied down to one thing. And if you do have your own business, it's going to be there, but you're doing many things. You're traveling around the state. You can be traveling around the country. That's what leaders do. Aquarius horses, they travel. They don't want to be tied down like a tree. Okay? 9 to 5 routines are simply not for them. Amen to that. And they do have the energy to take care of their own business. They got the energy to take care of their own business. They make it happen. God has given them energy, even at an old age. They're fighting for that thing and fighting for the well-being of their children. It says, people in the Aquarius, the year of the horse, are always in search of the absolute truth. And you as a leader, man, that's deep. fighting for the absolute truth. You want to know what's the things that you're not being shared about, something that's not brought to your attention. You want to know why people ain't talking about this. It's not the norm. Okay? Just people in the Aquarius. People in Aquarius, the year of the horse, are in search of the absolute truth. They're intellectuals. Look at that word, intellectuals. What that mean right there?
Intellectual.
A person possessing a highly developed intellect. That means you got information, man, that will blow somebody's freaking wires. Blow their mind. Okay? And it says, they are intellectuals who don't take deception very well. They don't like being deceived. So if you got something up your sleeve, some trickery, some nonsense, some foolishness, they're going to call you out on it. And you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in your soul raging. You're going to be burning in the inside. And you're going to know you have fucked up. Whatever you have done that nobody else knows about, you better hold your composure. And boy, it can send you straight to hell if you fuck them over. I'm just saying. Boy, brace yourself. Deceit, see that? Deceit, double dealing, fraud, cheating, trickery, hoodwinking, cunning, craft. Whether if you a son, daughter, wife, husband, if you have screwed them over, the God of heaven is going to make you burn with so much guilt. And you're going to be rotten. You're going to be getting ate up from the inside. And you're going to be feeling it. Like, you're going to be blaming yourself. Like, man, why did I do this? Oh, my God, I got to hold my composure. I hope nobody asks a stupid question. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? You better hope to God, cross your toenails and your fingernails, that nobody is in your home to ask you the wrong question, to put you in a bad spot about the Aquarius horse. Because you will feel so much guilt, you will run in the bathroom and cry yourself to hell. You will be shitting out your heart, hoping God to take your ass out of here because you done messed up. I just hope that you have not been deceiving or rolling in deceit in this man or woman, okay? Because you are going to feel it, and it ain't going to feel good for you. Top characteristics. What is this word? Instinctual.
Instinctual.
Relating to or donating an innate, typically fixed pattern of behavior based on instinct. Hard working. Everybody should know what hard working is. I mean, you putting in much effort. Okay, losing sleep. Assertive. Let's see. These are the top characteristics of the Aquarius horse.
Assertive.
Look at this right here. It ain't say this was a beta male. There's no beta male in the Aquarius horse that I've seen, especially in their characteristics. No beta male at all. It's just pure alpha, full blown, organic alpha male, alpha female. Okay. Bold, firm, feisty, pushy. Okay. Logical. You see that word? That's my favorite word in the whole world. Logical.
Assertive.
Confident, forceful, self-confident. You see this right here? These are the top characteristics. They got other characteristics, but these are the top notch. These characteristics right here beat mines, which is the Sagittarius snake, out the park. Okay? I wish I was an Aquarius horse. Boy, I'd be, woo. I'd be going hard. Logical. Look at this. This is my favorite word. I'm going to have to get a shirt called logical. Reasoning, thinking, analytical, wise, hard-headed. We're going to see what hard-headed means again. Because a lot of people say a hard head makes a soft ass. A soft ass meaning you open yourself for defeat, destruction. So if you speak bad or ask anything weird against the Aquarius horse who has family that love them, you are about to fuck yourself. You about to get dismissed. You might get jumped. You might get killed. You know what I'm saying? You will get destroyed with the Aquarius horse's family members. So don't come with no weird ass bullshit, because you will get destroyed inwardly. Okay? The spirit that the Aquarius horse, man or woman, put on a child is strong, especially with Gemini. If they have Gemini children or a Gemini spouse, you better watch what you say out of your mouth. You better watch it, because you are going to get chewed up and spat out. Don't do that to yourself. Logical, hard-headed. You see this word? This is my favorite word too, right here. Realistic, tough, business-like. You see that? It says business-like. Business-like meaning that you ain't bowing down to nothing. You taking care of business. And everybody falling in line, or you gonna get the hell ran the hell over quick. All right, so just be very careful, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get embarrassed. You're gonna be spiritually and mentally assassinated, and you're gonna do it by your own self. By the divine spirit that the Aquarius horse have, do not do that to yourself. You better fall the hell back quick. You will be destroyed. Just warning you. Mainly relying on instinct to get what they want in life, they will always look to deal with situations that stimulate them emotionally. The only thing that bothers, the only thing that bothers their enthusiasm is their instability. Let's see what this is. Bothers your enthusiasm. Eagerness. So if you are bothering their, vibe, spirit, energy, if you bothering these right here, their eagerness, if you bothering this is what it says. To bother something means that you're going against it. Unreliability, uncertainty, vulnerability. Yeah. So, look at that. Okay. So they can be at war with themselves, mentally. Okay. Sometimes they can go into the deep end and they get lost in the sauce. It says sometimes these guys don't persevere. I think that's what it is, persevere.
Persevere.
Carry on, keep going, keep on, hammer away, keep at it. Not take no for an answer. Sometimes these guys don't persevere, although they are required to. It says required means you have to do it. Adaptable, and in the same time, capricious, fickle, changeable, wild, random. Wild. Aquarius horses are always optimistic and happy with what life gives them. What does it mean to be optimistic? That's a powerful word. You're optimistic.
Optimistic.
Cheerful, cheery. Hardworking and self-reliant. Look at that word, self-reliant. Self-sufficient, self-supporting, self-sustaining, self-contained, self-made. A lot of rappers say they're self-made. Really, he made that shit up. If you're not an Aquarius horse. Let's see. They're declared as self-aware. I mean, self-made. If you're not, you just saying that, you're only deceiving yourself. Let's see. They will have friends from all circles of life. Drug dealers, trappers, rappers, prostitutes, or whatever may be the case, whatever background, that they're going to have friends. Okay? Whoever you are, you're going to be a friend of this person. What if you just met them yesterday? Because they are so imaginative. They got a world inside their head that you don't see, and once they tell you about it, it's going to blow your mind. They will often bring in new ideas and concepts when working with others on a project. So they could be working on a project like fundraisers, you know what I'm saying? How to get that money, how to get that bag. They're gonna come up with a plan, and it's going to make the family in the household, leaving something for the household. They got a plan, okay? So don't you worry, they got a plan. You have met the right person, okay? Even when things are unexpected, they got some up their sleeve. Don't you worry, and that's that comfort that you feel. Okay, that's what it is. That's that spirit that they have. Is that don't you worry, don't be angry. Okay, don't be frustrated, weary. They got this, even at the death. Like, yo, I got this. Okay, I might have somebody pop up at your life, and I have called them to check up on you. You never know what the spirit of the Aquarius horse has in store for you. He could send a family member who you have not seen in a long time to give you words of encouragement, wisdom, because that's how his spirit works. Even if he haven't seen this person in a long time, something in them is going to come and visit you and let you know, like, hey, I have this. I am still the head. Even though I'm not here, I am still the head of my household. I ain't gone nowhere. My spirit still thrives and lives in each and every one of y'all. Okay? That's how the Aquarius horse get down. Even after death, they even more powerful. Okay? So when you say they are at a better place, yes, they are. They're better places in your heart. Their world has merged with yours. Do not forsake them. The spirit of unity, Psalms 133, brotherhood and unity. Okay? Especially if they're a spiritual leader, you know what I'm saying? Do not forsake your memories of them, okay? Don't let it go. They put major hard work. They put their brick in. They put their spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? Your memories, their memories of them in you. They work really hard. They work really hard, man. I'm telling you, they work very, very hard. On, like, literally hard, man. Lost sleep. You know what I'm saying? To make sure their family is in unity. They grandchildren. Make sure, the mother and the fathers have the spirit to raise a powerful family when they gone. They're messengers. Okay? It says they will have friends from all circles of life because they are so imaginative. They will often bring in new ideas and concepts when working with others on a project. Their problem-solving aptitudes are noticeable when they are in a team. They're problem solvers when they're in a team. Okay? Problem solvers. Those are very rare to have in his life because there are more problem starters than problem solvers. But the Aquarius horse was declared and is declared as a problem solver. And there ain't nothing you can do about that. Challenge it if you want to. You're going to lose because that's their calling and that's their position in life. Let's see. Aquarius intelligence coupled with the horse determination. Intelligence and determination. Do you see this? Intelligence. I mean, you know some stuff that nobody else really know about. You are declared as a person with intelligence. You have the key to intelligence, and God has given you the key, and it allows you to open many doors to hearts. Intelligence, the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. Apply what you were taught with the skills. That's intelligence. Apply what you were taught, what you have picked up on. And this D word, determination. So you know some stuff. And then this right here says you have a solution. Steadfast, persistence. And you do have some stubbornness. It could be towards BS, whatever it is, what your views are in this life, what you have left behind, or what you got yourself into. You could be stubborn against it. Stubbornness is basically you have a resistance to something that doesn't align with your views. Okay? What you learn, whatever it is put in your soul and your spirit, you are going to drive that. You're going to push that thing till death. Okay? Guts. Makes the people born in both these signs good at finding solutions to problems that seem unsolvable. Finding solutions to problems. Like, say, for example, it's not an example, it's actually reality. But a man that has a child he cannot see, and the system has made it impossible for the child to be joined with the father. They have a plan that they can give to you. Okay, probably a spiritual plan. They'd be like, you can get your child back, but I recommend these steps. It's like they've seen it, they've dealt with it without even experiencing it. Okay? God has given them that intellect of the things that you don't know about, and give you the key, and be like, listen, I got the key to your problem. Here's the key, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your child back? Hey, check this out. It may seem like that door is locked and it can't get bust through, but there is a way for the bust open that door to get your prize. So nobody else steal your victory. You could preserve your victory. You could preserve your seed. Just follow this plan right here, man. All right. Finding solutions to problems that seem unsolvable. Because I find in this life, I run into a lot of unsolvable problems in this life. A lot of them. And I'm like, how the hell? Because I don't think prayer is going to help. How the hell am I going to get back my family? But somehow the Aquarius horse is able to have his family and married. Even people who goes against them, they have solutions to all situations. It's amazing. To haters and lovers, they have solutions. It's amazing. This is very helpful for them at work, but also in their personal lives. So they have solutions for work and personal lives. That is amazing. Everything these people will take on in life will be aimed at success. So whatever problems they're dealing with, it's going to be aimed to their success. Problems turn to success. You get it? With the Aquarius horse, that's how it is. That's how God designed it. Your problems is turned to success. A lot of people, it don't happen like that. Some people will get the short end of the stick. But you able to make it happen because that's what God put it in your spirit. He put it in your nature to get it done. It says everything these people will take on in life will be aimed at success. They are multitasking and fast learners. So that means you demonstrate something to them and they pick it up and they can master it better than you. Whoa, son. You have surpassed your sensei in an hour. And it took him 1 year to learn one technique, and it took you 1 hour. Like Goku learning the Kamehameha wave. Let me show you something. This is the behavior and the nature of an Aquarius horse. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is how the Aquarius horse get down. Just to show y'all a visual of what I'm talking about. Let me turn this down. Oops, wrong video. Here we go. Stupid commercial. I hope I don't get a copyright strike of this, but I'm just showing you an example of what Master Roshi done for Goku. So I'm gonna turn this on mute because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Just a little bit. Hold on, what do you say? Let's turn it back.
Incredible. Can you teach me how to do that? Sure, but it'll take you 50 years to learn the Kamehameha wave. 50 years?
This is how the Aquarius horse get down. Once he's taught something, he's a fast learner. That's what it means to be a fast learner.
Thanks, but I really
All this is filters of the narrative that I'm bringing out, but check this out. All right, let's play this first. This is how Goku learned. Matter of fact, this is how the Aquarius horse learns. They're fast learners. So I wouldn't be surprised if Goku is an Aquarius horse. No doubt about it. Especially if you're a fast learner, you're able to pick up a technique quick like that. He could be an Aquarius horse. So this is what he learned. He a fast learner. The Aquarius horse is Goku. Let's show you how they get down. All right, we're gonna turn that all the way down because I don't want no copyright strike. I hope I'm able to publish this with no problems. I'm just bringing out a point. Sometimes look at that. So he's taking real good notes. He's analyzing real quick. He's picking it up, the force. Everybody have doubt. Everybody just a puff of smoke, confused. They don't know what the hell's going on. But the Aquarius horse is taking notes. Like, I can do exactly that. Just let me listen. They're good listeners. Check it out. He don't know what the hell going on. He's like, what the hell? He's glowing? What the fudge? Wow. And that's why they're so effective and so powerful. He puts out the fire. He making it real dramatic. He taking all his sweet time. He said it took him 50 years to do this. To do something in damn near 2 minutes. To throw a Kamehameha wave. There you have it, folks. Let's see how the Aquarius horse does it. It says that they are fast learners. And this is the reason why, look at that.
how to do that? Sure, but it'll take you 50 years to learn the Kamehameha wave.
See, look, he already telling him, oh yeah, it's gonna take you a long time like it took me, shit. But let's see how God worked. Is it gonna take him 50 years or is it gonna take him 5 minutes? Except for you're counting his fingers like a dodo. But that's how a fast learner is.
but I really do enjoy living by myself.
Look at that. He gonna make that 5 minutes look like 5 seconds. Look what he does to the car. Look at him. I'm telling you. Look how God works.
Aw, but it wasn't even close to what the turtle hermit did.
Oh. He said it wasn't even close to what the turtle hermit did. So what he was saying is that it took the turtle hermit longer. Goku wish he could do it longer, but he actually did it faster than the turtle hermit. Damn.
What? Goku is Gohan's grandson? No, I didn't. Oh, I remember Gohan speaking of a child with a tail. So that's him, huh? Gohan must be training the boy in his saddle. So tell me, kid, how is your grandpa doing? Grandpa died a long time ago. He did? Oh, I see. I'm very sorry to hear that. Hey, I've got a great idea. Why don't you come to stay with me on my island and I'll train you personally? Ooh, it would be a great honor to have the same teacher my grandpa had.
What's this? Mr. Rochi doesn't take on students easily, and there he is asking.
And that's what a hater gets. See? Let me put pause on this. So it says multitasking and fast learners. So he outdid his master, but his master is going to teach him how to be even more weaponized. So he has surpassed his teacher. His teacher isn't a fast learner. His teacher is declared as a person that took a long time to make that technique possible. Lost hella sleep, and he had to perfect it. But the Aquarius Horse, man, they see it one time, they got it. It's done. It's curtains. So they have many chances to accomplish what they have planned. In romantic relationship, the Aquarius horses are flexible, loyal, and supportive. You see that? Flexible, loyal, and supportive. Look like somebody has a God in heaven giving them major talents and skills and making a way for their descendants to be successful. Whoever that follows them and loves them, they're going to fall in line and learn that the Aquarius horse is no joke. So if you are a CEO of a company, take your hat off and thank your Aquarius person, Aquarius horse person, because you wouldn't be where you at without them. Because they believed in you and they supported you. What did it say? Flexible, loyal, and supportive. So they are loyal to you, they're flexible to you, and they're supportive. They spoke life into you and said, you got this, you got this. And you believed it. And you made it happen by their help, by their spirit, by their wisdom. You was able to get a lot of things done. And they gave you support. A lot of us in this life is deprived of that. So if you had an Aquarius horse by your side and this by your side, boy, don't disappoint them. Because you about to be, you damn near a billionaire. All right, check this out. It says, as lovers, their passion and imagination makes them resourceful. Let's see what resourceful means real quick. Let's get a definition of that.
Resourceful.
Ingenious, imaginative, quick-witted, talented, spirited. You see that? Spirited. Could be spiritual leaders. And fun between the sheets. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh my God. Okay, and then it says, but don't expect them to get involved in something serious and long-term very easily. So that's something you're gonna have to work for. If you want that fun between the sheets with the Aquarius horse, yeehaw! You want some of that yeehaw when you bust. You gotta pull your best cards forward. Because they will hit it and quit it and be like, nope. But if you get them long term with marriage, that means you hit that spot and was successful with your shot. Amazing. Truly amazing. Okay. All right. So check this out. It says, don't forget they are independent people and it will be hard for them to give up all their freedom. But as soon as they've committed to someone, they'll remain faithful and loving. So if they find you worthy to be marriage material, they're going to stick by your side till death. Okay? And it says, because they are so smart, they will usually master more than one language from a very young age. Amazing. Truly, truly amazing. Another language at a young age. That you can speak Spanish, Greek, Hebrew, a language outside their native tongue, English. It'd be many languages. And it says they're fast learners, so they could pick up on a language very quickly if they have the interest in it. They don't have to put too much effort into it at all, because they just gonna just slay. They're gonna slay the day. All right. It says they make their money and put aside some funds for darker times. So when they know that they're not going to be on this earth long and they got to leave something behind, the family is going to be taken care of, along with the spirit that he has put in you, or she. Okay? So I know you're sad, I know you're angry, depressed, and hurt about this situation of losing your Aquarius horse. Or if you still got the Aquarius horse by your side right now, love them. Appreciate them. Don't challenge them to make things difficult and depressing, doom and gloom. Okay, because that's how, the stress and depression is what kills men and women, high blood pressure, okay? It will kill them if you keep on nagging, complaining, and haven't really fully did your research on them. Sometimes when you do your research on people, it will give you comfort of where you stand in their life. So they don't have to smoke a blunt, cigarette, drink a beer. They don't have to find an outlet to bring them peace, and it'll bring sadness and grief to the home. Okay? So when you were able to keep the peace with your Aquarius horse, things will run smooth for you. Okay? So stop doubting, stop having anger. And if it's not a good fit, and if they're too much for you, and you haven't got yourself deeply rooted into the relationship, by all means, detach yourself quickly and speedily, because you are going to have a wild ride if you keep on hanging on just because the sex was good. Okay? You in for a rude awakening. Trust and believe that. You need to know what you're getting yourself into. Especially if you're incompatible. You know what I'm saying? You got to work hard for that thing. I ain't gonna, for real. Okay, so they make their money and put aside some funds for darker times. If they don't have any money at all, they won't ask for it at friends or relatives. So they have morals and they have respect for themselves not to beg when they are in hard times. When hard times come and the bank account is slim and they got a family to take care of, they will find a way that won't jeopardize the household. Okay? And everybody be taken care of. But if you're taking advantage of them, you will pay. And they're going to visit you in a dream, and you're going to feel every last bit of it, and you're going to be looking dumb. Okay? They will simply endure the situation and be quiet about it. So they're wise to not tell all their business to your wife or husband, okay? You tell them everything, man, you're gonna panic and they're gonna turn, they know that you are gonna turn into their enemy if they tell you everything. So some things are not meant for you to know, okay? Because if you know everything about them, they know for a fact that you're gonna use their information against them and you're gonna bring down your own household. You're gonna bring more doom and gloom to your home because you wanna be in control and be feminist or masculine or whatever the heck you are. But you know, when you make hell more of a problem for the Aquarius horse and they gave you the keys to give them hell, that's on them. But it says that they're wise enough to not let you know everything because they know that if they did that, you know, it's hell to pay. It says they don't care that much about money, for they are viewing it simply as a necessity, not as something that can bring them happiness or any kind of satisfaction. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing right there. Is that it's not always about the money. Okay? Not always about the money. And then it says, let's see. It is not that they don't like owning new nice things. They just don't make a purpose out of obtaining them. All right, perfect careers for the Aquarius horse: film, politics, finance. So they're good with managing money. Education, they're good educators, where they are able to bring something to life. So when they speak and they step into the scene, they were able to break it down to you without confusing you. That's a perfect educator. Okay, they are called and they're created and built for that. You know, a leader, a pastor, he's an educator. Okay, he's able to educate you about the word. And when children know scripture or able to recite things, he's did his job. Because you have a brain and you were taught how to be humble, how to not use your emotion, and not to overreact, to really keep the peace. And that's what his spirit does. Depending on how he governed the household, he would train you and teach you to not overreact and to relax. Okay, you got this. Anything bad or anything happen to me, okay, you got this. Don't you worry. I'm in your heart and I'm in your spirit, and I'm there. And I'm proud of all of you, you know, for being good mothers, good fathers, good grandmothers, good grandfathers. You make me all proud. I love you, and I'll visit every one of y'all. You will be joined with me. Okay? So don't you worry. I ain't gonna be gone long. You ain't gonna be going long away from me, because we all gonna be together. And whoever I'm talking to, you know what I'm saying? The visuals, the memories that you got in your mind and your heart and your soul about the Aquarius horse, I hope it resonate with you. And I hope it speak directly to your soul. Okay? Don't overreact. Don't freak out. Don't cry. Don't do nothing dumb. Don't get on drugs. Okay? You know, don't replace me with nothing, because I am still there. All right? I am still here. I ain't left nowhere. My body is no longer here, but my spirit and my soul is still with my family. Okay? Just play my videos and stay faithful to the Lord. Keep the commandments. Whatever it may be, whatever the calling was. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the script and don't let the devil into your hearts. Don't let the deceiver in your hearts. Stay faithful, stay prayed up, stay strong. And always, always reach out to a spiritual guide to get you back to your stable place. Okay? So don't fall into depression. Don't fall into misery. Don't fall into the hands of the devil. Don't be inside your head. Because I love you and I've never abandoned you. Okay? You My babies, love all of y'all. You know, that's how the Aquarius horse get down, because they are nurturers. And they have taught you well. They taught you all they knew. They taught you how to stand up for yourself. Don't be manipulated by nothing. Okay? Don't let nothing manipulate you. Don't let nothing have you in the clutch of the hands of Satan. Any of that. And it says, let's see, education or management. They know how to manage. You know what a manager is? They make sure everything is tight, up to date, clean, house clean. You know what I'm saying? Everything in its proper order. And that's how their household was. It was never a wreck. It was never a mess. Everything where it was supposed to be. Okay? Everybody had chores. You know what I'm saying? He raised his family how to take care of their business. Or her. That's what the Aquarius horse does, is that they teach you, they put the spirit of cleanliness and business into your heart. And that's the reason why you're living the life you're doing now, because that was passed down to you by the Aquarius horse. The Aquarius horse has taught you how to manage your life. And you follow suit. Okay? So even in tough times, hardships, in the face of adversity, I have taught you and I've managed you guys. Stay focused, stay diligent, and do not let the devil corrupt your heart. Do not let the devil put you in a situation where you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. All the sermons that you have heard came from the heart through the divine being, God Almighty. Stay focused. Don't let Satan win. And this could be my uncle speaking through me to tell his children who he left behind. Or if this resonates with you, this is a message for you as well. If your Aquarius horse was a spiritual leader. Don't get tied into the title of this video, okay? Don't ignore it, don't disregard it. This is my message to you. Stay focused, stay diligent, and don't fall into the hands of Satan. Okay, don't think this video is witchcraft. It's not. It's not satanic, okay? You all got to fall in line and remember what I've taught you. Now, this isn't my words. This is the Aquarius horse. This is his spirit. When I read the article, his spirit came out, hacked inside my body, and this is his message, or her message for you. Family, friends, loved ones, pets, crops, vegetables, all the elements of the earth. I love you. Be at peace with yourself and don't let the devil have your hearts. Stay strong, stay faithful, stay united, stay prayed up, stay focused. And don't live this life in bitterness and anger. It's not your fault that I'm not here. I love all y'all. Stay the course. Okay? It's not your fault that I'm no longer here. I love you all. And I know somebody probably dropping tears right now. They felt this. But this is all love and it's genuine. It's real deal. Okay? He might have worded this statements I'm putting out here in a different way. But if you can imagine the encouragement and the love and the passion that he is putting inside your soul when you read this article or you hear the commentary after the article, it's all real. It's genuine, solid. Okay? Generous and merciful. A lot of us don't have that trait, but the Aquarius horse did and does. Generous and merciful. So when things didn't go right, when something bad has happened, and they were backstabbed, they were betrayed, they were merciful. They took it like a gangster. Okay? They took it like Jesus when he got beat on the cross. They know not what they do. That's how he took it. The Aquarius horse took it like that. They ate them hits. They ate the defeat. They ate the scorn, the laughery, the mockery. They ate it. And they didn't let the ways of the world get them down. They took correction carefully. They took notes. They learned very fast. And that's the reason why they were powerful leaders and influential people in your life. Okay? Merciful and generous. Aquarius horses will always jump in to help the ones that are less fortunate. That's deep. Do you know exactly what that looks like when you are helping, when you jump to help the less fortunate? You will make sacrifices. Your people, your family, they probably don't know what's going on, but they will make sacrifices to help people out in need who don't have it, who are starving, who are broke, who need a job, who want to get back to their family. They were put in a position that was ordained by the Father to help many souls. And they're going to be awarded with many crowns on the head to help out the less fortunate, because this is ordained for them. This is their call. It says they help out the less fortunate. Can y'all say that y'all do that? That you will literally make a sacrifice. You will miss out on a meal to make sure somebody else survived the next day. That's huge. I will let my stomach growl and bring myself to starvation for another person to live. That's a sacrifice. That's how they get down. And that's why they're well respected like that. Okay? And it says they like to talk about different subjects so people will want to be around them. Many subjects, different subjects. It don't matter what it is. Okay? To release you from bondage, hell, to hell with cuss words. Okay? They realistic. Even if they are a spiritual leader, they're like, oh, I ain't supposed to cuss because I'm a pastor. Nah. Okay? They're gonna become realistic with you. If there's children in the congregation or not, they're gonna like, listen, you need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get it together. Okay? Of course, they respectable. They probably watch what comes out their mouth, but you know, they're realistic people. They let you know, like, hey, I'm not hiding nothing from you. Y'all need to repent, get your houses in order, get yourself cleaned up. Don't let the devil get into your hearts. And don't have anger in your minds. Don't have anger. Don't have the spirit of the mother in you. Don't have emotion. Be joined back to the spirit of the Father. Okay, stay diligent. Okay, they taught you well. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the morals. Any spirits that ain't right, man, dismiss it. Don't attach yourself to it. Because they will eat you alive and destroy you. When they find vulnerability and sadness and defeat in you, they will let you have it. So don't let the devil win. Because he plays off your emotions, he plays off your mind. That's how the Aquarius horse talk. They get down like that. They're going to talk some serious wisdom into you until you really get it. They don't care if you're yawning. Okay, they don't care about any of that. They give you information to save your life. And if you ain't listening and take notes and you made all these mistakes, there's no turning back because they warned you. Okay? They got that calling. They ain't get that calling for no reason. They was ordained to have that calling. God put them there. Okay, you need to know and recognize what was put in your life. If this man, if you came out of his testicles and was given life and he has taught you and directed you where you got to go, you need to thank him. Thank God for a soul like that being on this earth. That is giving you life, that's giving you beauty, giving you intelligence, giving you strength, passion, courage. Everything you need to survive in this world when they're no longer here. Thank them. Thank you that you don't have to be manipulated by the devil. Fought hard for your well-being. hard. Okay? You really understand. You need to really study the people who really put you on this earth. Do your research. Do your research about your parents, of your children. Your children might be Aquarius horses. Okay? You might be seeing future prophetic things and they're still newborn babies. Okay? You need to see light years ahead before they make mistakes in life or any of that. You need to watch them through a microscope. Make sure they're given to somebody who's going to be there long term and take them serious and love them and guide them. Even though they're promiscuous, teach them and guide them to find the right person that will stay long term for the rest of their life. Teach this to children, grandchildren, and for generations ahead. That's what he will want or she will want. Okay? Whatever your lifestyle is, man, that's on you. But I'm just showing you the eyes of the world of the Aquarius horse. They will inspire optimism. See, look at that. I'm up here talking all this. It says they will inspire optimism. What is optimism, y'all? Hope. So I'm not just talking off the dome like this. It's the spirit of the Aquarius horse talking through me to give the message to y'all. It says they're what?
Optimism.
Optimism. So they speak hope, confidence, buoyancy, cheer, good cheer, cheerfulness. Shout out to my uncle, man, that ain't no longer here, man, because you have put your brick in and relay your message. And the seed that you have planted, you may have went to the church one time, maybe twice, but the spirit that you have planted, the seed that you have planted, have blossomed into a forest. And they're like, where did this blessing come from? Well, it was the seed that Unc said. It was his spirit, his calling, radiating healing to the soul, to the hearts of the fatherless, the motherless, the ones who, are hurt, who are lost their way. That was the spirit, to turn the children back to the Father. That love, that backbone, that support. So don't be surprised that his message has reached out, or her message has reached out to somebody who you don't know, who you have not met. And they like, yeah, I know about, such and such. His message saved my life. And it confuses you. You're like, where did you come from? No, that's the God in him. And the seed that he's planted in that soul has caused that person to probably reach out to his family to give the family hope. Okay? You never know what a seed planted in a person would do. It will give you a random fruit that is very pleasant to the soul. You ain't even see it coming. That message is so powerful, so deep. And this could be a person you ain't seen in 10 years, and they find out that this person is no longer on the earth. Man, you'd be shocked. You'd be blown away. But just use caution, though. Just be very mindful. All right? Some people, man, could be as an angel of light. So just use wisdom. Just because, somebody might say, oh, I know your dad or your, what's the name, or your mom. Be careful with them spirits. It says, try the spirit by the spirit and know if they have God. You know if they have God, if they're well studied and they really pay attention. And they got a spirit in them, not an unclean spirit, but a righteous, fervent spirit, a warrior spirit, a spirit of love, burning in they vessel. All right, you will know when you be around that spirit. And sometimes it may destroy the unclean spirit in you, to let you know, to get you back on track and humble you. Sometimes that spirit will humble you, that you need to do your research. You need to get back on track. Just because I'm not here, don't act a fool. Just because I'm here, ain't here no more, don't act a fool. I will remind you. I will catch you slipping. Because when I'm not physically here, I am all around you, inside your head, inside your heart, inside your spirit, and I am always watching you. So God has given me more power to make sure I'm watching over my family. Because physically, as I aged, there wasn't really much I can do. But now that I'm free, I'm able to dwell in your spirits and your minds, to really see and feel your thoughts. And if I have to step in and intervene and check on you, I will do that. If it's by the Father's will. If He has me to step out of heaven, just to visit you, just to calm your spirit, just to remind you that I'm still here, I will do that. But it's going to be through the Father. So don't you worry, don't do nothing stupid. Don't blame yourself. I'm still here and I love y'all. I love my family. That's how the Aquarius Horse get down. Even after death, they powerful. They even more powerful after death. Because they watch over their family. They see from heaven that you guys are hanging on. Y'all trying to figure it out. Y'all got this. And I'm going to guide you. I'm going to guide your spirit on how I want it done. And I'm going to operate through my wife very well. Whatever may be the case. All right. Let's see here. It says, enjoy wherever they go. These people will be able to adapt to any environment, and they are totally dedicated to what they believe in. Dedicated to what they totally believe in. So they're not out there trying to find their way. The way have found them, and they stuck to the script. That's how I got down. The way have found them from birth, while we out here trying to find what we want to do and all this and all that. But the way have found them and say, my child, this is what I want you to be. This is who I want you to be with. You're going to have these children. You're going to have these grandchildren. God has put it in the spirit of this vessel that, your life is already written for you. This is the way it's going to be, and it's the way it's going to end. Praise ye the Lord. And it says, often the independent in the Aquarius takes over, and the calmness of the horse can no longer be observed. When they want something, they can act without caring if they hurt someone. All right? There are times when they will also act contrary to their beliefs. Okay? You be like, oh, hold up, what you doing? It's written. This is how God created the spirit to be. Okay? It all depends on how their life is impacted by the decisions they are going to make. Love. Now this right here, love is for you who has married him or her, or courting, okay? Just to give you heads up. This is how it is, and there ain't nothing you can do to change it. Let's go. And it says, as far as romantic relationships go, the Aquarius horses are somehow complicated. So, complicated means that they could be very difficult to please. Okay? Or if it's difficult for them to please you. As far as a romantic thing, you know what I'm saying? They may struggle with that sometimes. All right. They don't like when things are too serious, and they prefer the dominant status. What does it mean, too serious? that means that they don't want you reigning over them, being a dictator, or them being a dictator over you. They want to be, you know, at peace. Okay? Presiding, governing. They want to be the head. They want to follow the scripts. They want to actually follow the divine order of the scripture. Okay? They're not trying to be in control. They want God to be in control of the relationship. And they study the way that God wants it to be. Some of them. Some Aquarius horses, they bugged out. Because that's the reason why I said up there in the reading that they go against their belief. It's a possibility that they can go the opposite end. Sometimes they go outside of their natural calling in life and make things difficult for themselves. Some of them just be single and they don't know what to do. But some of y'all who has raised powerful families, man, deep. Anybody who talks negative of a well-studied leader, I don't know what to tell you. You're going against the grain. And it says, if you are in love with an Aquarius horse and you want things to last, you must be patient and understanding with this freedom-loving character. So if you want something to last long term till death, you better fall in line. Please fall in line. Because I got a God in heaven directing me. And if you challenge me, you challenging God. You in his way. That's love for you. They got an order to this love thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fall in line. You want them long term? Fall in line. And it says you gotta be patient and understanding. Because he don't like his balls in your purse. Or the woman putting a ball gag in her mouth. Whatever may be the case, you stripping them of their freedom, making them feel like a slave, you are not going to last long with them. You are just going to be a hit it and quit it and we're done. But if you follow the script and you study them very well, you pretty much cool. You got it. Okay, there ain't no bumping heads. There ain't none of that. There ain't no outlets to, I need to get the hell away from this crazy person. There's none of that when you fall in line. You know what I'm saying? Just let you know. They love freedom, telling you. And if you have doubts about them, you're gonna hurt your family. Because when you scare him away or her away, you might as well hang it up. Because they got it going on. It says, if you don't pay enough attention, your lover may run away, terrified that you have tried to take his or her independence away. You see that? They gonna be like, I'm out of here. There ain't no sleeping on the couch. We're done. So you better not be on no BS. Okay? And it says, if you don't pay enough attention, your lover may run away terrified. You know what that word terrified means? Let's get the definition of that. Maybe y'all just think it's just a dog or something, a terrier. No, it's terrified. They want to get the hell away from you.
Terrified.
Petrified. Scared stiff. Like, you crazy. Nope. They wise, man. I'm telling you, they wise. They know what they're getting themselves into early. Okay? I'm telling you, you're going to scare them away and they're going to never return. And you're going to be like, where they at? Where they at, though? Gone. I'm telling you, you take away a man or a woman's freedom, they is not going to trust you, man. They're going to escape and never return. Depending on them. If you got some good, hey, you may be able to win them back. I don't know how your life is like or was like, but hey, if you the type of person, man, that, you know, try to take their freedom away from them, you know, ouch. Besides being good lovers, Aquarius horses also best friends with the person who has chosen them as partners. So they will be your best friend when you chose them as a partner. Your best friend. You know what a best friend is? Is that you will fight for them. Anybody who speaks evil of them, you're going to be on their defense. Okay, you're going to stand up for them for that person. You know, like, don't talk bad about such and such. Don't do that. Don't you do it. I will get you hunted down and mutilated. Trust me, you will be like a frog in a science shop. Your gut's gonna be all exposed. Don't you do that to yourself. Don't come with that negative, weird BS now. We wasn't raised like that. Okay, that's the spirit of the Aquarius horse, man. They don't like confusion. They don't play that. You need to take that somewhere else. Bad vibes, that weird stuff, nah. Get that out of here. Not as for me in my house, we're gonna serve it Lord. Oh, don't bring nothing strange over here. All right. And it says, they are loyal and honest when they are asked to give their advice because they can grow tired of being so cheerful all the time. Sometimes they need a break. But sometimes when they want to get their point across, hey, they'll let you know. Because they can grow tired of being so cheerful all the time, people born these signs can throw tantrums with which others who know them very well are being used. I'm telling you, they will throw a tantrum. When you challenging them, you need to be careful. Don't you do that to yourself. You'll be destroyed spiritually, mentally. Okay? Once that ego pops up, run. Let's see. No, very well. And it says they need partners who will remind them it is okay to take it slow from time to time. So sometimes, you know, they may have to be reminded, like, hey, just take a break for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You kind of burnt out, just relax. You know what I'm saying? You fought good today. Proud of you. And you know what it is. Work your magic. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a lover. You know what I'm saying? You know for a fact what you got to do to revive them from the dead. Okay, there's children watching this video. I don't want to go into details, but you know exactly to get them out of depression. You feel me? All right. And it says this is the only way for them to overcome their vulnerability. Because you already know. Sometimes the woman got to whip to the man, you feel me? That's it. You did your thing. Vulnerability. The state of being exposed to possibility being attacked or harmed, physically or emotionally. Okay? Because when you are a spiritual fighter, okay, it's crazy, son. It's crazy. The world is crazy. And you constantly being visited by Satan. Constantly. Pause for a minute. All right, let's go into the Aquarius horsewoman. The seahorse, yeehaw! All right, let's see how the Aquarius horsewoman is like. The characteristics of the Aquarius horsewoman. Aquarius horsewoman characteristics. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. The Aquarius horsewoman has an unusual way of approaching life. Unusual. What does that mean? You have an unusual way of things. Sounds very divine and biblical, if you ask me.
Unusual.
unfamiliar. Also, something that's just different than everybody else's way of survival. Life is a way of how you survive. Okay? She has everything she needs to be prosperous. Hold up, what? It's declared that? Okay, it says you're declared to everything to be prosperous. So, y'all should be working on minuscule paying jobs or out there selling your body. None of that. And if you are, you're an idiot. Because this declared that you have everything you need to be prosperous. Do you know what that word prosperous means? Let's see. What does that mean? Because it doesn't say that for me or other people, but it says that for the Aquarius Horse lady.
Prosperous.
Successful in material terms, flourishing financially. I mean, you got that bag. You know how to get the bag. You know how to work your way up from a minuscule level of life and climb up the ranks. Okay? Thriving, prosperous, buoyant, strong. It says, but she tends to not finish what she has started. So sometimes you can start something without finish it. I can relate to that. Sometimes not sometimes, but all the time, I have a tendency of doing that myself. Be able to start something and not finish it because I feel overwhelmed and drained. Okay. And let's see. It says, but she tends to not finish what she started. Sometimes this lady can be inconsistent as well. What does it mean to be inconsistent?
Inconsistent.
Changeable, varying. All right. Let's see. Okay, it says the woman born in Aquarius, the Chinese year of the horse, is attractive and relaxed. Attractive and relaxed. Stallion, buddy. And you see why you have. It's declared that you have a way to live a prosperous life. It says you're attractive. I'm also labeled attractive as a characteristic. Top characteristic is attractive. That means you're able to bring attention to yourself. It's amazing. And it says, the year of the horse is attractive and relaxed. She has a complete control over her mind and emotions. You have complete control of your mind and emotions. As a woman, you have complete control of your mind and emotions. That says a whole lot because the world sees the woman as emotional. But it's declared that you have control of that. So that means you can have an on and an off switch to being emotional. As a woman, you need to pay attention to that, Aquarius Horse lady. Did you know that you had that ability, that you have an on and off switch to being emotional? Because a lot of Karens or Rashbushas out there, they have an emotional tendency to overreact and get themselves in a jammed up situation. But it said for you that you have control of your emotions and that you can be cold. Man, that is excellent. So you can turn somebody off with it. You can turn somebody off and diss them, and they commit suicide because you rejected them, because you somehow ended up being the man or woman of their dreams, and they can't sleep at night. You don't know that y'all got power like that. Prosperity. You know, a lot of people don't got that thing. A lot of people don't, but you do. And you need to understand the power behind prosperity. And she analyzes everything with coldness. You analyze it with coldness. That means you see the truth of things. Like, hey, something ain't right about this. Where'd you come from? Oh, coldness, rejection. Okay, you analyze it like, hey, I'm not trying to deal with that. You'll turn your nose up at it. Anything ain't right, or something that just seems to be fishy. You know, hey, I don't know about that right there. You would turn your nose at it. Okay, you would analyze it. You'll be cold towards your decision making or your decision acceptance. Okay, so you're not quick to say yes about certain stuff, and that's a good thing. That is a great thing to have that ability, especially as a woman. A lot of women in this earth need to have those characteristics. And best believe that will slow down rape, out of wedlock, childbirth. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, you ain't gonna let nobody just bust it in you and you trying to find who the daddy is for some. But that having that nature prevents a lot of drama and confusion in your life that you ain't gonna be able to deal with. And I wish a lot of women had that trait, but unfortunately, a lot of sisters, man, a lot of women, they not blessed to have that. And that's the reason why it says you have the ability to have a prosperous life, okay? Just letting you know. And it says, just like her male counterpart, you see this? Just like your male counterpart, she likes to communicate a lot. So she will have many friends in love. This lady likes to keep things ambiguous.
Ambiguous.
Unclear. That means, they know how to play mind games. Not Minecraft, but mind games. They do that to protect themselves. And they need to. Boy, the Aquarius horse fall into the wrong hands, it's over. And if she let it happen, it's over. So she has to be this way. Absolutely no doubt about it. 100%. She enjoys the thought of having a family, but she can get busy with something else and she forgets all about it. Some get married early and start getting busy with other things while married with children. It's advisable that the Aquarius horsewoman takes more care of herself. She should use reason more too, especially when choosing her partner. All right, who are these people? Let's see. Gene Hackman. Truly amazing. Michael Bloomberg. Former mayor of New York City, Michael Bloomberg. Mayor of New York City. Usually they don't show political figures on these zodiacs, but he must have been very inspirational. Trump seems to like him. He's a Gemini. Wonder, what's the correlation between a Gemini with the Aquarius horse? Trump is the Gemini dog. Let's see, Wall Street thrills to idea of Michael Bloomberg presidency. Amazing. Look at the look on his face. Why does he look like that? I don't know. He's like, man, this guy need a breath, man. Jesus. Who knows? If If you have money in the bank, you shouldn't have a funky breath. That's a no-no. All right, let's see. Everybody know this lady. 67 years old. Net worth $2.5 billion. Wow. Oprah Winfrey. Well known. John Travolta. Wow. Amazing. Interesting. Ashton Kutcher. I know this guy. Net worth $150 million worth. Look like he got children. He's 42 years old. I thought I was Ashton Kutcher, 42 years old. Interesting. All right, let's see. The Weeknd. Say this guy, they love this guy. Oh, it's makeup. Hope it is. Scary. Very scary there, buddy. All right, the Aquarius Horseman characteristics. Friendly, happy, and full of ideas. The Aquarius Horseman is always in the center of attention. There you go. He doesn't stick to an idea for too long, as he has another one to think of. Amazing. Mine, just switching up like a flash of cards. In romantic relationship, this guy is unstable because he always wants to be free. Amazing. Very unstable. Let's see what that word unstable means. Y'all know what that is? Unsteady, rocky, shaky, unsafe, insecure, movable. With an open mind, the man born both Aquarius and the horse is generous and has many friends. It is advisable that he learns how to think things through before taking action. He needs to spend his time more wisely too, as he tends to not take periods of rest and relaxation. Diligent. Constant diligence. Says, when in love, the Aquarius horseman becomes passionate and caring, but he never forgets about his love for freedom. He is attractive, but very uninterested in the domestic life. Let's see what domestic is. Uninterested means you don't want nothing to do with it. Uninterested in a domestic life. Let's see, family, home, private, household. So sometimes, like, as a leader, you have to have many outlets to keep you sane. When he doesn't have a goal, and an action plan, this guy becomes depressed and lonely. And loneliness is almost fatal for him, as he likes to communicate more than anything in the world. Hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and please share.